Hello everybody, Glitch Ripper here. I'm back for some more Thaumic Resurgence 2, and I'm probably going to do some more Botania today, because there's some things that integrate pretty well, and I'm hoping I'm building up to that. Part of it's going to be getting some runes done. Ah, right after pizza. Things happen whenever you do stuff right after you eat. It happens. Okay, let me see here. There's something I'm wondering. Is it... Oh, there's some other ones. Okay, so there's some extras here from Extra Botany. It sounds like an interesting variation. Swallowing a snow golem? That sounds kind of sad. Okay, sorry I got distracted with that, but what is going on here? Fair enough. Okay, but the one I was looking for, let me see if it's around here. See. Was it this one? I don't think it was the Gormarillus. There was another one that was special. But is it maybe an elven knowledge gain? It could be. Because it's been regrouped a few times in the past, so that would be fair. I guess I know that I'm going to eventually be going towards the whole array, so that means how much do I got? Because I haven't been able to build up for a while. It's going okay. Whenever you have a couple of these and a spreader, it usually works out about right. So I could probably make some more, but overall I think I'm probably going to be doing runes, because it's a good step towards a lot of things. So let's work that out. Okay, it just popped right back there. Okay, fair enough. Runic altar. So let's get through some of the basics and see if we can get to any of the advanced ones. Okay, we have Rune of Water, Rune of Earth, Rune of Air, Rune of Fire, the Rune of Spring, Rune of Summer, Autumn, Winter. Ah, mana. So this is the one that's by itself. Be sure that there's the ones that are in groups that are nice, but that's the one that's just on its own. So, do I have... Well, I can just kind of use my thing out here. Don't have to go very far. And that way I can occasionally throw some extra fuel into the flowers. Need to feed my flowers, you know. Okay, so let's grab us some iron. And wait, do I have some left somewhere? Because I know I needed to rearrange to, like, kind of get that little area into being my, that new little addition being my new little gardening section. Okay, I only have 2 left, so I still would have needed to... Yeah, I gotta be putting a lot of these plants into that other room. But, yeah, for now I'm gonna be doing the runes. And I've only got a couple of mana steel left, and hey, there's a crake. Hello, Craig. You look tasty. I think it's about 5 of these and a mana pearl. It's very specific, because this is for a rune, not for one of the other contraptions. There we go. Now let's make this. Okay, I just need to rebind that for a moment. You charged that up. Thank you very much. Okay, now I'm gonna need. Do I have living rock with me? Yes, I do, because you always need one of those to finish it off. You just kind of pop it on top, then you click it with your wand, and you're good. That'll go overnight, so I can just rest for a moment. Then maybe nibble the crake. I can't help it if they happen to be tasty. And particularly edible and useful and everything. You get the point when it comes to a crake. I mean, they're walking around and they're edible, so it's just too tempting. It's just too tempting. And I mean, I have a flame sword to cook them with, so it's not like I'm not equipped to do it. It's just like, okay, like here is a nice, tasty, a meaty creature. Just go cook it. In fact, that's going to be pulsing for a while. I don't know how long it'll be before I get into some other things. Like maybe I can get. Oh, you moved it just the right. Do you know you're getting hunted? He might have had a clue. The noms. Thank you, noms. Yes, it is cooked. We are good. It's getting there. Whenever you use it just off a mana spreader, it can be a bit slow, but that's fine. I'm not entirely 100% sure you can actually get it sped up with sparks. It's kind of a weird thought. But usually in Botania you can use sparks to speed up the process by kind of hooking a source directly, and that was good timing. I was just ever so slightly off on my toss. Are you okay? Now you're on top. Thank you. Yeah, that's Basky has an interesting sense of what to call some of his achieves. Anyhow, I do have the Rune of Mana now. Thanks for the scan. So that was good. I'm gonna pop you over there for a moment before I give you a refuel. Are these things finally timed out? No, it's definitely still pushing. But it looks like it's. Huh? Something's not displaying quite right, because they're getting fuel in there. They're still smoldering. It's just not showing it from here. Do I need to use that other thing? Can you read the mana in a flower? I'm wondering. 0 out of 300. 0 out of 300. Oh, I think I caught it right whenever it's at the end. No? Something's not working quite right here. Because these are still producing, but they're not showing whenever I click them with this. Because it should be displaying a little bar there that shows that they're operating, but it's not. Oh well, I can go on to the other runes, I suppose. But you kind of got to start out with the basic elemental runes before moving on to the ones having to do with the seasons. Because the basic elementals are kind of needing to be built up to there. Sometimes they're used catalytically, and sometimes they're actually consumed when it comes to using crafting and other creation methods. So let's see, bone meal, sugar cane, wooden fishing rod, and mana steel ingot and mana powder. Most of these do use a combination of mana steel and mana powder at some point, so you kind of know there's a bit of a pattern there. But it's not like a super pattern. So let me pop in a little. I think the sugar's cheaper. Yeah, sugar is definitely cheaper. I'm definitely going to need more mana steel. Got mana powder, got mana steel. Okay. Fishing rod, sugar cane, and bone meal. Okay, sugar cane. And bone meal. Here we go. I mean, if the reader's not telling that thing exactly, I can just give it a slight rest. Now, I don't think you have to have any particular order with these. Just need to have all the ingredients in whenever you use them with the Runic altar. See, that was, like, probably nowhere near the usual. And these finally conked out, so I need to give them a little extra munchies. So here, have some Mobius fuel. You'll feel a lot better. And that gives the spreader some, and bingo. It's powering, so that'll be fine. I might want to kind of boodle something while I'm waiting. That'll take a little time, so I could probably do a little rearranging and come back to it, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Apparently it's timed itself, so nice. Okay, toss a little living rock on. As long as it's touching it, it should be fine. Doesn't matter if it's centered. As you can see. Runes of water. Will it scan? Why, yes. Yes, it will. Okay, now, do I have... I still have stuff in there, but I can keep track of my runes in here. So that ought to be decent space. You weird fake or knockoff Kaikoku, go over there till I can get your actual successor. Still very bizarre, but he was a shady merchant. Normally testificates are my homies. I fell for that one. So that was on me. I don't hear whooshing. There we go. It must have been at full capacity. Okay. So let's see, what's the next one that I'd like to do? Had water, we should try earth. As I said, they both need some mana powder and some mana steel. This one requires a mushroom, block of coal, and stone. Some of these things I've done before, but it's hard to memorize every recipe and mod it. So to be perfectly fair, even if you do something several times, it might not be something you've got memorized. I mean, that's what we have certain things for, you know? Like the guidebooks. Let's see, block of coal. A mushroom. And I believe a straight up piece of stone. Okay, it's that time. Yep, that one's correct. Okay, nothing in pursuit, so I can have a snooze while it charges. very convenient to know. Hey, little pixies. As long as they're in their jars, they can't take any of my swag. But I can grab something from them. And it helps it. Oh, yeah, there's that I need to do. I do need to remember to do that at the start of things. Because it gives me a pretty good amount of time to work with, so I just really need to actually remember to do so. Fair enough. Oh, there's a creeper over there. Whatever will I do? Oh, we didn't even drop the gunpowder. Okay. Cheapo creeper. I mean, seriously. Go through all that trouble of using you for flamethrower practice, and you just don't drop a thing. Okay. Maybe I could just kind of get ahead on one of them. See, that's going to be earth. This is going to be air. It's going to be string, mana powder, mana steel, a carpet, and feather. String, carpet, and feather. Okay. The rest being the usual pattern. Up, it's done. It's done popping. That was just a complete mess. Should have diagonaled a little bit better there. Yep. He's flung off the platform. Okay, and this I don't... can you click this? Can you click this onto it? You can't. Okay, that would have been nice if I had known that sooner. Was that in the entry? Is that something that changed for convenience at some point, and I seem to have missed the note of, like, a really, really, really long time ago? Because you didn't used to be able to do that. And actually get that part to work. Okay, it is drop or right click, but it used to not be or right click, it used to be just drop. But that was a long time ago. So I really missed a note on that one. Been doing it out of memory in terms of the procedure the whole time. Okay, that was dramatic. Okay, so let's do the next one. Air. Okay, so that's the one that's carpet. Okay, I do have carpet. I think it was because I made my little knapsack thing. Feather. Gonna need, of course, the usual stuff. See, carpet, feather, and what was the other thing? String. Okay. It's easy to forget the string, especially if the spiders aren't really forthcoming. It happens. Which, might I add, the carpet can be officially made from string. It just takes a little while. That reminds me, there are some other things I can do while I'm waiting. Some of which are particularly cool. You know, I don't think I've ever really made the full cowl. The mana weave set. It should be pretty quick to do. Yeah, the mana weave set. To get mana weave cloth, you need to have mana infused string, and you can make a few parts with it. Because it's just pretty much made like you'd kind of expect in terms of once you get the cloth. But getting that requires mana infused string. And basically it's a wool worth per piece of mana weave cloth. So that's a pretty large amount. And, well, you're a dark colored nymph. I mean, you're literally a dark nymph. Okay, that is interesting. You're just hanging around like that. Let's see how far a stack of string goes and if I can actually infuse it all. There's actually a lot more uses for mana-infused string, so to be perfectly fair, I think I'd be okay with just going with a stack. Wow, that burned through it just so quickly. Yeah, that's not really very expensive, so I really need to build up my pool. And I also need to give that thing some more munchies. Okay. Erp. Have some fuel until I, of course, manage to finally get my big show going. Because if I can get Elven knowledge gain over here, there is a random int just hanging out. Just random int just hanging out over here. Hey, you. Yes, you. Angry tree. No arm. But that's okay. That's okay. Got an apple. So, yeah, I'd call that fair. Okay, remember, these days you can click it. That does make it easier to set up without all the tossing. Okay. Okay, so obviously you need the fire one. And I also need to charge this a little bit over this way for a moment. So you do that. So this will apparently progress a little bit slower on getting mana-infused string into the other areas, but there are other uses for it other than just making the outfit, which I would like to do. I would like to do that. Apparently you can use it to make cobweb. And I know you can use it to make, like, the bows. You see, there's some of the accessories. Yeah, that's right. Crystal bow. It's always been awesome. And, of course, there's the cosmetics. Oh. Okay. We have a little addition here from Spartan Weaponry. Really good longbows. Okay. And crossbows look neat. Dreamwood crossbow. Or Dreamwood crossbow limb. Okay. Full-on version. Fail not. That's from Extra Botany, and it looks like it is a very serious bow. So, okay. A lot more extra uses than even I remembered, so that's fair. Well, not yet. Not yet. You build up there, but while I get the ingredients for over there, because any extra I can get into that pool would be beautiful. Okay, so of course I'll be needing the usuals. So I think there's probably enough in there for me to grab my mana powder at least. But yeah, I just tossed a entire, like, a humongous amount of string on it, and I quickly revealed that there was a slight bit of an overload problem. So, yeah. Okay, netherwort, gunpowder, and nether brick are the 3 key ingredients. Okay, there's the brick, there's the netherwort, and what was the other thing? Gunpowder. That was it. You'd think it would be something like coal, but no, it is not. I must remember to put this on there so it does not become mana powder. See, that part's not very expensive. But it does add up. And it can add up pretty quickly. Okay, you charge that, please. At least I'll have the elemental ones done. Can I get any more string, please? It's saying at least one. The answer was just two. Okay. I really am that early on my mana gain, apparently. Ugh. Okay, I need to... now, I do have a plan for how to bulk create huge amounts of mana. And I do mean huge amounts of mana. But I forgot the placement of it was Elven Knowledge Game, which will also take huge amounts of mana to get started. So that's going to be a little bit of a barrier. But not for, like, tremendously long time. Just a bit to kind of get things a little offset for a while. At least that's getting there pretty quickly. So that'll be fine. I need to remember to use this for more stuff, too. Because there's apparently a lot of things you can do with this Living Rock pedestal. Like transforming that Nightmare Fuel stuff into Spirit Fuel, which is apparently a lot better to actually use. So, the add-ons are definitely gonna be pretty jive. So, I'm up for that. And click. Oh, wait. Oops. Forgot that I was officially out of Living Rock. Yeah. Well, if I'm going to be waiting for that, I might as well also do a little something while I'm waiting. In the form of maybe get myself another bin spreader created. Because he might want to kind of, yeah. Because I may want to speed up this process by, like, a tad. Okay, there's my pouch. What do I got a decent amount of? Oddly enough, the answer is green. Oh yeah, I do have this kind of set up for it, so... Just remembered I hadn't really scanned that before. Okay, now this is just right. Okay. Now, must remind self, I can just click one on. Runes of Fire. Sweet. Finally, I have the basic elements plus Rune of Mana. Making sure to make sure that they were all scanned. Okay, so let's pop up another flower to speed things up, shall we? Place you probably about here. You should be able to target both. Yeah, that's within range. And I'll make myself a bit more Indo Flames. Because it'll work for now. And they'll do. Although if there's something else I can make that would be convenient, that would be nice. See, the begonia kind of works with bees, but I don't have extra bees right now. That's... Fire, summer, and that that's definitely a higher tier of rune than I'm up to right now. Entrepreneur, little TNT. I'd need Wrath. I'll make Wrath, just not yet. Straight up into flames. Let's see, Gormorillus. Are you needing a Rune of Summer? Isn't really that far off, I don't think. Earth and air and okay. That wouldn't necessarily be too big of a deal, so I think I can do that. Air and earth. And note, whenever you get to the higher tier ones that are from like the elementals and onwards, like the ones that are like past them, that you don't need the base mana steel and powder anymore. You're going off the other runes. So air and earth, 2 sand, a slime ball, and a melon slice. Okay, I could totally do that. If I remembered where that I'd put it in my potato bag. Okay, so air, earth. I need 2 sand. And a slice of melon. Now, was that everything, or was there... Oh, wait, I needed a slime ball. You go in there, and... Wait, can I use this? Is that interchangeable? Yes, it was. I saw that. I saw that. I can totally use one of them. So, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna use... one of these slime balls just because I can. Just because it integrates with Tinker's construct, I am doing that. I understand the melon and the sand, and of course, earth and air. But what I'm wondering is, how does a slime ball associate with summer? That's something that I'm just kind of wondering about. And did you just conk out the moment that I started that? Really? Really? Okay. Okay. Feed the flowers. It's kind of my motto around here. Feed the flowers. Just feed the flowers. You just keep going there. Okay. But yeah, the Gormorillus, I can do that in a very interesting way, because the Gormorillus feeds off actual, like, foods. I need a Rune of Fire, which I've already made, Rune of Summer, which I'm generating now, and then I'll need light gray petals, mystical yellow, and red. So red, gray, and yellow. Okay. Red. Wait, was that gray or light gray? Light gray. Okay. Whew! It's a good thing I checked. Light gray. And I will need the, yellow. Okay, so let's start making those parts. So I'll need all of the yellow, so I'll need 2 of them. I'll need both of these. This I'll have 1 left over. I'll need to grab us my bucket of water, as usual. Okay, thank you. I will need some seeds. And I just need to wait basically on that to fill. Which I don't really have to wait, because it's already apparently perfectly fine. So that's just in time. Okay, thank you very much. You've been a fine rune generator. And in this case, you do get yours back, so I need to Do pop there. Oh, come back off. Thank you. Okay, that happens sometimes. Okay. But yeah, I had all the ingredients on me. That kind of complicates things. Okay, got those petals in. Now I need to have the runes of summer and fire. And then that will be that. And I will have my Gormarillas. The funny thing is I don't think I've actually used the Gormarillas before. It's an interesting flower. And the thing is I have so much food in my mod pack, even without using PAMs, that it is utterly ridiculous. So it's finally about time to... Wait. Okay, because I just remembered I hadn't scanned that. Remember, you can also... wow, there's a lot of things I haven't scanned. Okay, fair enough. Just see what's going on there. Everything else is fine? Okay, we're cool. Okay, we're cool. But yeah, the thing is, I've got like just so much food in my mod pack without even bothering with PAMs. It is just utterly ridiculous. Ah, thank you for being a cool flower. Because this thing literally eats food. It's not like based on... Okay, now, are you bound? Yeah, because they usually auto-bind. But yeah, it's not based on eating, like, combustible fuels. No, it eats literal food like you do. So it's a very, very hungry flower. I think the Kikamuris, the one that eats cake, needs a Rune of Gluttony, which is a high-tier rune, but since they're more catalytic on getting up your runes these days, that's more workable. Now, the thing is, do I just feed it some berries for demonstration? Because I have berries all over the place. To be perfectly fair, I can feed it so much stuff. Like, let me just toss it some raspberries. And, oh, wait. I might want to use this to, you there. You there. Okay. Now you feed. Yeah, be a good flower. And just feed up. Feed up nice and friendly. I'll just give you various things. I don't think I can click it with it. No, you can't click it with it. But you can throw it out to it. And that can be automatable if you really want to. Because there's ways of doing that. Where you can just, say... have a dropper or something like that help out. Now, it is kind of like the whole carrot edition of Spice of Life, because you need to feed it a variety of foods for best effect. It's a little picky. I mean, it's a real gourmand of a flower. It gets bored of any one flavor, so you need to toss it out different things. In fact, I might just assist it with that in other ways. Now, the thing is, the less saturating the food value, the less time that it manages to actually give you any benefit. And the better the food values otherwise, the stronger it is. So, if you have a very nutritious food, it goes nuts for it. But maybe only for a limited time. Now, if you have one that's also very saturating, then it really goes nuts with it. Now, can I just... Now, toss you a little bit of slime ball there. And those don't have much saturation value, so this shouldn't last long. But what I'm finding a little disturbing is it's not really, like, showing these values very well. See, that's like out of 9,000. Okay. But I just fed you. I know you're producing. I know you're producing. Because this thing's still, like, transferring. And it has, like, a pulse value that it has to get up to. Once it reaches that threshold, it goes forward. So you know that they're constantly giving it power. So if something has broken how they register, like, their base bars in terms of saying whether or not it's active. So that is somewhat annoying. Somewhat. So I'm going to feed it some pixie dust. Wait, is this... And for some odd reason, this mana reader here doesn't, like, read the mana spreaders. It only reads the pool. Like, it tries to read the flowers, but it's not doing a good job. So it's a work in progress, I'd probably say. But hey, it's still nice. Would you like to do a bit of a me here and have some cooked crake? I mean, it was just around here. Oh, wow. That lasted a while. And of course, it is fairly saturating, so I'd say it's going to last on that one. You just had a good meal. Okay. I've officially fed the flower. Oh, there it pops up. Okay, so what's really happening isn't that it's having a misjudge. It's just draining into the spreader as fast as it can take it. And because of that, it's not showing up on the flower because it's immediately going through. So I just gave it a good solid meal. Let me toss you a little something. Would you like another, would you like another melon slice? See, that was barely anything, because they have barely any saturation. In fact, let me just dispense with my melons here. See, barely anything. But if I were to toss it this, which has good saturation... Yeah, have some ravioli. It's a well-fed flower. Mostly. Okay, so that wasn't too big, but, well, let's have the rest of the crate, please. It's on me. It's on me. You're a good flower. You're helping me produce mana, so I'm going to give you some treats. So, even flowers like to have treats. Now, as it paid off over here, can I do it? Kind of. Okay, that might be a little more expensive of a transmutation than I gave it credit for. Because clearly I was giving it some decent surges and barely got any mana string from it. Okay, fair enough. I'm gonna have to do some things to feed the flowers. Do I want the cooked chupacabra myself? Probably. I mean, I don't have... I mean, I will definitely have some more cooked crake whenever I'm going into Twilight Forest, because there are things that like to grapple you, and that effect that it gives you is specifically meant to counter that. Like, anything trying to grapple you, if you have cooked crake or the Sicilian ramen that you can improve it into, it will create almost like a force field effect around you, but not exactly. It only really helps against creatures that grapple you. So it's kind of a little specific, but hey, anything like that is useful. Okay, was there anything else I was going to do or move? Because I have... Ooh. Oh yeah, I could feed it some of my fishing products. Because I kind of prefer the fish fillets after I cook them. I usually don't worry too much about the algae. So every time I find myself in the possession of some extra algae, maybe some cherries, I can feed it to the flower. So there's an interesting side effect of, again, the fact that I have so many different types of food in my packet's ridiculous. That's not entirely intentional. It's not entirely not, I'll admit. That I do tend to like having food options in Minecraft. I just didn't necessarily intend for it to go quite that far, because I was having the mods mostly for compatibility with Thaumcraft, not for food specifically. It's just a lot of them happen to have good food. So it just kind of took on a mind of its own, let's say. So it's just something to think about. So wait, did I can give him that? I totally... Okay, can you hold anything? Oh my gosh! I did not know this. It counts as a display for your items. Oh my... What do you look like with boomerang? Oh, it looks like a hat! Oh, wait. Now this might be a little much. Wait, is it fine? I know I risked a lot there, but I had to do it for Minecraftian science. You can give him something that itself has an inventory, and he will hold it for you. Oh my gosh, that is awesome! Oh, you really are such a pal, Tiny Potato. I need to give you some kind of name. You deserve a cool name before I leave. This is just like... Okay. Hmm. Oh, okay. Nope, I had it for a while. Oh, now I remember. Potato Nader. No, not quite. I got it. Weird reference. Let's see if anybody gets this one. NATO, the potato. Now, will you keep your name when I put you on there? Because I think that was, like, totally the point. Yeah. Worth it. Okay. So, I'll be, logging off for now. Oh, that was a moment all its own. I have so many more things to display items with now, too. Oh, imagine this guy showing up whenever I'm showing off things like this, because I'll probably be doing that soon. Okay, so for now I'll be logging off. Hope to hear from you all later. And bye for now, everybody.